So Boruto episode 15, what an amazing episode. So where to start, right? Where to freaking begin? And I think I'm actually going to start with Samurai really quick here. And we did get a little bit more, context on the setting and events that took place with Samurai's dad. And it wasn't a lot, but it was, it was enough to where, okay, we get what happened here, right? We fully grasp what happened here. Now, what I'm getting at is we find out that, after they basically got exiled, which technically they didn't get exiled, but they were outcasts. They were looked down upon because they were part of the foundation, or at least her father was. So no one, Danzo was like, he was betraying the village, for God's sake, basically, right? Given he wanted to protect the village, but he did it in the wrong way. He went around, went about it in the completely wrong way. So what that led to was them being, looked down upon. Anyone part of the foundation was looked down upon. And that led to him despising the village, right? He wanted to destroy the village now. They saw him as an enemy, therefore they are enemy. But what did this actually lead to? Well, what it led to was Samurai basically being like Reiner and Bertolt. That's literally what I wrote in my notes, actually. And what I'm getting at here is she became a product of her environment, just like Reiner and Bertolt did. Basically brainwashing herself. Think about it. She basically brainwashed herself and fell in love with her friends, fell in love with the people around her. You know what I mean? Given at the same time, Bertolt and Reiner, they even said, we really do look at you guys as comrades. We really do. But they messed up and got attached to him. That's the same thing Samurai did. So it's something that, people may not have grasped, but it's there. It's the same thing as Reiner and Bertolt. You become a product of your environment, and the product was you were having friends. When you have friends hanging around other friends, usually you become friends with some other people, right? And that's what Reiner and Bertolt did. But the next thing I wanted to jump into is actually Boruto's eye. So Boruto's eye is, it's not the Byakugan. From what I'm getting, from what I'm collecting, like, it doesn't look like the Byakugan, but does it have the same powers as the Byakugan? Well, we know the Byakugan can see through things. I believe it can see through walls. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure. There's so many Kekkei Genkai, but I do know it can see chakra points and it can see long distances. It seems as if Boruto can see chakra points, but yeah, he can see where someone's vulnerable at, and that's huge. If you can see where someone is physically most vulnerable at, you can always go for that blow. And matter of fact, there's a lot of your opponents probably don't even realize where they are vulnerable at. They're like, hey, the joints, the knees, the shoulders, obviously the chest, the head, like this obvious, points like that. If you go for the heart, if you go for the head, there's kill. Those are auto kills, right? But he knows where to attack you, period. Doesn't matter what kind of beast it is, doesn't matter what kind of person it is. And that's something that can really come into big play later. Think about if he was one, fighting Orochimaru way back when, the guy who's thought to be just unkillable, right? Or immortal. But nonetheless, Boruto could have taken him down if he was as strong as like a Naruto or a Sasuke. Think about it. It's something that you can really try to digest. It's kind of like, holy shit, that could be really useful Kekkei Genkai. But I do got to say the animation for the fight against the Nu, the beast. Boruto's animation was really good. I really liked Mitsuki and Boruto's animation. And then whenever Boruto was just fighting him alone, I really did enjoy that animation too. That's really good. Well done, studio, period. But at the same time, I did notice Boruto really likes using those kunais. And we know in Boruto, Naruto the movie, that he is going to keep continuing to use those kunais. He's going to train with Sasuke. And that's a big difference of his father. But we'll hop into that later, right? Boruto and Naruto are the same but different person. I'll say that right now. I have a video going into that deeper. It'll be out sometime. Now, nonetheless, I want to hop onto the last thing. Did anyone notice Naruto's eyes seem like a different color? I feel as if like they're the same color, but the way the the art looks is different for Naruto's eyes. That will probably be the thumbnail. Don't quote me, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, you guys have been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me to Twitter X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.